Hey everybody, it's Jacob, CorgiCommando. We're gonna play a little bit of Arena Magic the Gathering, and this is gonna be a rough start. I'm playing red-green dinosaurs. It's my first day in the closed beta, so I don't really have a ton of cards. Nor am I gonna spend any money on it, and that's a one-land hand. You pitch that every time, and that. This is keepable, and that card might help. So I've got Karn in hand. Karn is great. Karn is good. 3 lands does give me the opportunity to play everything in my hand except for Karn. And if I get lucky, those ranging raptors, if they take damage, will enrage and give me a free land as many times as they get hurt. So, not a bad value. Opponent's playing blue-green merfolk. I believe they're green. I can't remember the rest of the colors. It's been a while. Oh, it's green. Yeah, he plays a Vizier later on. That one is unblockable. Nothing I can do about it. Take the one in the face. My range raptors do come out for just 2 mana, not 3, thanks to that little human guy who's their buddy. Gives him haste too, so I can punch him right in the face. Show him what I think of him. Now there, you know, what I noticed was when I tapped the mana automatically, I tapped the land for mana automatically, I wish it would play the unclaimed territory first, and then the forest to leave up a mountain. To at least give them the idea that I might have Magma Spray. I could, of course, tap my mana manually. Didn't really want to do that. It's too much. Karn giving me card advantage as soon as he comes out. Hard to get card advantage in red and green. So, thank you, Karn. I got 2 of the mythic Wildcards. Used both of them on Karn. He just fits into so many decks. Now that turn 3 Kapala, solid play. It makes it a little hard to target. So, bit of a hassle. I do run several braids and a lightning bolt. A lot of just spot removal in red. But Kapala himself isn't really a threat, so I'm not concerned about Kapala. Another unblockable merfolk. Great. You know, another neat thing about Karn coming out with 5 loyalty counters. He's just like 5 extra life points. You know, if my opponent wants to go get rid of my card advantage, that's 4 damage there that I'm not taking to the face. And I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Karn. Sandworm Convergence. Sandworm Convergence is so much fun. Cost 8, too much really. I mean, for what it does, it's fine. But if you get there, a 5/5 worm at the year end step for free. Plus, you shut out flyers. I don't really deal with flyers very well in this deck. Now, of course, that does not make this the answer to flyers. If you're banking on an 8-drop to not get hit in the face by a flying bird thing, you are playing this game incorrectly. However, I have 1 Sandworm Convergence, so it's going in the deck, because it's just too goofy. Now here I didn't attack, even though I could have reasonably attacked, because I wanted to protect Karn to get the Mending the Dominary back from exile. It's got a silver counter on it right now, which means on my next turn I can -1 Karn and pick that card. Many Dominaria is great if you want to go ahead and get to Sandworm Convergence, or find more card advantage in the form of potentially drawing an extra creature in a sense, with its first and second chapters to that saga. There, a lightning strike that unblockable Merfolk, who's going to get pumped up by this Merfolk entering the battlefield. It just doesn't. I just doesn't want Karn to die. No, I just don't want him to die. And had I not done that, he could have reasonably swung 3 damage unblockable at Karn. Instead, decides to go upstairs, hit me in the face for 1. I don't mind that at all. So, I go get the men in a Dominaria. Right, good card. It takes 2 green mana though. And I think, okay, I got 3 lands, which ones will I play? Naturally, I play the tap land, forgetting that it's unclaimed territory. Does not tap for colored mana for non-creature spells. Specifically, it only taps for the green mana for a creature spell of the chosen creature type. And I pick dinosaurs. Doesn't do me any good at all right now. So, a huge wasted turn. That's just 5 unused mana sitting there, doing nothing. Could have very easily just played the forest, slammed the mending. The next turn, thrown down that land. Would have been fine. And the following turn, follow up rather with Sandworm Convergence. Didn't do any of that. And there's a Herald of Secret Streams. That's one of my favorite cards in the set, period. I love 1/1 counter decks. When I play Commander, I built an Abzan 1/1 counter deck that just is a ton of fun to play when it goes off correctly. I'm not super hardcore about it, but it's fun when all your stuff just untaps every turn. More card advantage. Now I expected him to give me a land. He just hides to give me the Vizier for some reason. And I think I just stared at my hand for a while thinking, why did you do that? And now, a turn later than I would have liked, here comes Men into Dominaria. Do get to draw a card. Not really draw a card, but get that creature back from my graveyard. I love the way the sagas unfold when you play them. That's just so great. Planeswalkers look great. The mythic creatures, when they come out, look amazing. Couple of braids in my graveyard, which is too bad. Or at least a braid, and a lightning strike. The cartouche. Love drafting those. That was so much fun. Now we get a flying Kapala, which is bad enough. And now we get a flying Kapala who's a 4/4. Thanks to the Merfolk Lord. Little does he know that he just turned off Kapala for the rest of the game. Karn, you did great. You really helped me out. That game was a complete blowout. But you made it playable. I thank you for that. Ah, you didn't let your friends down, dude. You did wonderful. Slam that Sandworm Convergence. Pass the turn. Get a 5/5. turn off any flyers. I'm loving it. I'm just loving life right now. I'm giddy. While I'm playing the match, I'm laughing. Like, okay, got a shot. Sure, you got unblockable dudes. Oh, crap. So, Hadana's Climb. At the beginning of combat on his turn, target creature he controls gets a 1/1 counter. He already has the Herald of Secret Streams. He can make his creatures unblockable. So he goes into combat. And I'm thinking, okay, you're going to pick the guy who draws you cards when he does combat damage to a player? That seems like a good choice. Or any of the other merfolk, because they'll draw you cards just the same. Know what he does. So he picks the already unblockable creature. I was thrown off by it. I think I even told him, oops. Take the 3 to the face, can't do anything about that. And Mending does its job. I top deck Our Devastation. I run, for some asinine reason, 1 board wipe, and that's it. It's not even a true board wipe. Does 5 damage to everything. Fortunately, all of his stuff had 4 toughness or less, so it all dies. I do get the 2 triggers off the 2 separate ranging raptors. Go fetch some lands. Put out some more lands. Get a free creature. That Hour Devastation could not have come at a better time. He's thinking. He's thinking. Could be anything. So I go clicking on the board, because that's what I do when I'm bored. Glyph Keeper, a flyer. So immediately it tells you it can't attack. It's got a neat little ability on it where it counters the first spell or ability that targets it each turn. For some reason, I never bothered to read that part of the card, and I have a feeling that that really confused me here. Because the card Tush's Strength gets countered entirely. I have a feeling he did that intentionally to try and get the 1/1 counter onto Glyph Keeper. Totally valuable. Sort of. Better than a cartouche, I suppose. Play the Vizier. I could play either creature card, the one on top of my deck, or the one in my hand. Here I just press the advantage, play Atali. Atali, you know, I didn't think it was that great until I played Arena, and I'm sure it's not good. But when it works, it's really fun. The first time I actually resolved an Atali and then attacked, I actually gave it haste the turn it came out, swung, and the opponent and I revealed a Karn and a Vizier. So I played both of those for free, stole my opponent's Karn, got some card advantage. So Karn advantage. I hate myself. He goes ahead and plays a Vizier of his own. So we're having a Vizier off. Here comes a Waker of the Wilds. Waker is mostly irrelevant here. It can dump a bunch of mana, turn a land into a creature. Not that relevant here. If I swung all out and he managed to block appropriately, I can walk into a blowout rather. Didn't do that here because he doesn't give me a chance to attack. He scoops it up. Good game. Thanks, Karn.